Let me know if you have any issues with sound.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Larry with Transwest Truck Trailer RV, located in Frederick, Colorado. Today, as we get started in our video, I wanted to respond to a couple of things. I've had several comments lately on both Facebook and YouTube in regards to, for example, why doesn't the truck have a lane assist, or why doesn't it have cruise control assist? Why doesn't it have remote start? Why doesn't it have this? And don't get me wrong, I really appreciate those comments and I wanted to address them, and maybe we could just do that with one shot, right out of the gate this morning. In 2008 is when Transwest launched the Summit Hauler conversion. And I asked our general manager, Mr. Andrew Lyons, well, why did we do that? What was our goal? And he said to provide the safest towing vehicle on the market. Well, I mean, we're sitting in it. He accomplished that. And the second thing in terms of priority was providing a quality product, something that's going to last, doesn't go 500,000 miles or more, something that's going to be durable and something that's going to be tough and really produce a quality product out there. And again, we're sitting in it. That was accomplished. So those are the two main focuses of providing for the public. Now, I fully admit that there are cheaper haulers out there, and some of them have more bells and whistles than maybe what we're sitting in. So what you got to ask yourself, okay, if they have a couple more bells and whistles and they're cheaper, well, what was sacrificed? Something had to be sacrificed to get that price point the way it was. So are you sacrificing safety for your family, or are you sacrificing durability and longevity? Because one of those two had to go. So, my dad told me years and years ago, just because something's cheaper doesn't mean it's a better buy. And I really think that that's something to take into account when we're discussing the Summit Hauler conversion. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the truck we're sitting in. This is a Freightliner M2-112. The conversion is Summit Hauler. So I know a lot of you guys have watched several of my videos, and we've gone over gauges and switches a lot, so we're just going to address a few of them. The stereo is different in the 21s compared to the 20s. They have knobs now. It comes out at you. It's easier to get to. It's easier to dial and change things around where it's popped out like that. One switch I did want to talk about, because in my opinion it's the most important, is that engine brake right there. So if you're next door in the Rocky Mountains and coming down, a sharp decline, and you hit that engine brake on high, in this particular truck, you actually have 500 horsepower coming back at you. So that's slowing you down. So you talk about a huge safety advantage. I mean, it's safer, yeah, number one. And in addition to that, it's going to prolong brake life, because you're not going to have to rely on those brakes nearly as much. Safety advantage to the Summit Hauler conversion over a lot of the others. Look at the dash. You see how that's a wraparound? So we're not driving, reaching clear over here to do something. It's right here. So really accessible, extremely user-friendly to get to. A couple of things from the 21s over the 20s. They put a light test in here. So when you're doing your pre-trip inspection, you hit that light test and get out and everything is lit up. So you can make sure all the lights are in good working order before you take off. There's a couple of charging ports located right here. That wasn't in the 2020s. Now, all of the Summit Hauler conversion have trailer air supply, so they're already lined up and ready to go. We do have the glad hands. We provide those for you. And the reason we don't put those in already is there's a lot of differences on where guys want those in the truck. So we have it all ready to go for you. So if your trailer requires that, you're ready to go there as well. Now, since the 112 has a Detroit engine in it, this comes with a virtual technician. And what that is if you're driving along and the check engine light comes on, you can simply contact the company and they can diagnose what's going on as you're driving. So they can either tell you, it's nothing major, just keep going. And when you get to a Freightliner dealership, they can correct you from that all the way to the other extreme in terms of, yeah, you need to shut this down. Pull over, shut it down, we'll send somebody to get you. So that's a really nice benefit that comes with this particular truck. Down here is our engine brake, just like in the 20, so that's where that is located right there. Kind of your basic climate control located here. The backup camera is up here. One difference is right here, that's for the fan. So that's blowing air into the back seat. So you can choose either hot or cold air located there. So let's go ahead and jump out and take a look at the outside. So we're actually going to start on the outside underneath the hood. That's the Detroit D13 engine. It offers 505 horsepower and 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. Let me repeat that because that's a pretty extreme high number. 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. The engine comes with a 2-year unlimited mile warranty. It is coupled with the Allison 4000 TRV transmission. That has a 5-year warranty with that. So when you put the hood down, one thing you'll notice is the only way to get it down is to manually force it down. So if we're underneath there checking oil, doing those types of things, and a gust of wind comes up, it's not going to smash us when we're underneath there. So now let's take a look directly in front of the vehicle. Here's another upgrade from 20 to 21 is the lights. They come with LED lights now. One thing to notice is just how big the grille is. It's substantially larger than the 106s, and kind of for obvious reasons. I mean, we got a big old engine underneath there, so air income is important, so that's why that is substantially larger. As we start to take a look at this side, we are looking at stock number 5N201097. The Freightliner conversion does come with tire balancers, one of those safety things I talked about. And we've talked about these a lot, and the reason is because it's important. I mean, there's several BBs in there with some hydraulic oil. So as you start your drive and you pick up speed and you gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass from the tire to the rim to the hub. All of that is balanced. So if everything's balanced, obviously it's going to be safer and it's going to be a more comfortable ride for you, and it will prolong tire life up to 45%. The block heater is located underneath here. This is a trickle charger. So if we're traveling in the night and we want to turn the lights on and run the DVD player, that kind of stuff, we can plug that in and that'll actually assist the batteries. When we take a look at the driver's seat from out here, I mean, this is still a very comfortable ride. Don't get me wrong. It has air ride with it. We have heated and cooled seats located right here. This button here is for the lumbar system, so you can put more air in the back of the seat or take it out to whatever makes you the most comfortable. We do have a kill switch in there, located right here. So it's a very good practice, especially in the colder months when you shut the vehicle off, to go ahead and kill that kill switch, just in case there is any stray voltage running through the truck. That will put an end to it right there. Now when you go to start your truck, it's right here, you want to turn that key about halfway and be patient and wait. Let those gauges come all the way over. If we get in a hurry and start it prematurely, it'll kick a code that probably doesn't even exist. The DEF tank is located right here, which in the 112 is 13 gallon. The recent data is showing we're getting about 100 are 300 miles per 1 gallon of DEF. It comes with 2 fuel tanks, 50 gallons each, 1 on each side. So when the truck's sitting like it is, that fuel's going to balance itself out. But when you go to add more to it, you're going to want to do that independently. As we take a look at the back seat, the main thing to notice, guys, is just how much room is in there. So we're going to drive 12, 13 hours and jump out and basically feel like we've gone to the grocery store and back. So it's a very comfortable ride as well. Now, just like most haulers, this does make down into a bed just by pushing a button. And I actually checked, this does meet DOT requirements for a bed. As we take a look at the truck from the side view, as we make our way to the bed, you'll notice 3 storage components. So a tremendous amount of storage for your belongings as we are making those long trips. As we take a look at the front one, we'll see that there is a hookup for an air hose if we find ourselves in a spot where we need that. The top of the truck is all lined for that longevity. It's for less wear and tear on the vehicle. A unique thing about Summit Hauler is this is made of aluminum, so that's not steel. So if we project the longevity of the truck 10 years from now, it's going to look very similar to what it does today from the standpoint that it's not going to rust. It does come with the gooseneck ball. In addition, there are 4 tie downs on the bed of the truck. Right here is where we hook up the lights. In addition to that, it runs off the Voyager system for the backup camera, and you can hook up a couple more cameras right there. Here gives us a good shot of the backup camera located right there. And underneath this plate is the hitch for a bumper pull trailer. As we start to walk around the other side and take a side view from here, it simply matches the other side in terms of having this 3 storage components. This is actually a little step you can use to get up and in when you're hooking up your trailer or you need to get into the back. An advantage to this particular truck over a pickup, because I realize pickups they sure can pull a lot these days, but a couple advantages to this is, one, the braking system. This runs with air brakes. So let's compare air brakes to a pickup which has the hydraulics in it. If you get a small leak with the hydraulic, that's just going to continue to run out until either it's all gone or you replenish it. Well, we get a minor leak in this, there's an unlimited supply of air, so you can simply keep going and replenish that air until we get a chance to swap those liners out. So that's a big safety advantage to this truck over, say, a pickup. As we take a look in the back seat, we can see the DVD system from here. We are also proud to offer the most comfortable seats on the market. And finally, here is the other fuel tank we talked about that holds up to 50 gallon. So a very unique truck from the standpoint that there isn't another brand new 112 Summit Hauler out there. So if you have any other questions about it or any of the vehicles on the lot, please feel free to give me a call. Again, my name is Larry Vickers. My cell phone number is 970-370-4067. The work extension 303-684-3404. Feel free to email me, larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.